September down to like the Hey guys, can you all hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Greetings guys, can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear me and you can see me clearly, let me know. I want you guys to drop a comment in the comment section. We are streaming live on YouTube, and I know we are actually also connecting the stream to Facebook and Twitter at the same time. But let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me, guys. Let me know. Drop a comment in the comment section. Drop a comment in the comments. So basically, I think I could see the comments of those on YouTube, and probably I would be able to see. So welcome to today's session, and quickly we are going to be talking about an amazing, interesting aspect today. basically an emotional mastery masterclass and how you can master your emotions as a trader. That is what we said we are to talk about today. How to master your emotions as a trader. That is our topic for today. And we also said we are going to be giving out a cash giveaway of $20 to two persons. So it's going to be in the local currency, which is going to be NGN, and that should be 6K to two persons. And at the end of this session, we are going to actually give the opportunity for you to drop your account, and we are going to be able to credit those who actually made a comment. We say for you to qualify for the cash giveaway, make sure you are following the new House of Wealth Twitter page that was created by the House of Wealth media team. Follow the Twitter handle for House of Wealth Twitter handle, and engage on the post that was made regarding this session. Just do maybe a like or comment and retweet as well, and then just be alive. So I'm going to pick among those who have done that and two random persons and credit them with an amount today as well. And we are also on Sunday, we are going to be having our normal market weekly outlook where I go live on YouTube, or I do a pre-recording of what to expect for each week regarding the crypto market. If you watched the previous video I did for this week, like that which was uploaded on the Sunday, this past Sunday for this week that is ending today, tomorrow, sorry, I uploaded a video concerning the market outlook, what to expect, and which is on the YouTube channel. I discussed about how this week could go bad and what you'd expect. So if you watch that video, you understand my bias of what could possibly happen and how I expected that a fall could actually happen in the market. I think I think or titled that video "The Charles is near the top" and whatever. So I think if you literally just follow those videos, you should do so well. You wouldn't be caught off guard whatever is happening in the market, because we have been having this hindsight and foresight ahead of time, back to back with proven track record regarding what is happening in the market. So definitely, now we are to discuss how can you master your emotions as traders. Now, this is one aspect that is disturbing majority of traders out there. Knowing how to master your emotions. Knowing how to master your emotions is one major thing or one major aspect that is telling on a lot of traders right there, because I've seen many traders who be like, I do my analysis, I do my research, and I'm not sure of myself. Then if I give it to others, these people are making money, but when it comes to me, I'm not making money. Or you see them say, when I enter a trade, it goes bad, and after a time, it goes up, it decides to go well. After I've lost money or I've blown my account, you see over and over, all similar kind of issues. And that is why we have a lot of tutors who know very well how to teach trading, but they are yet to be successful in trading. So they know how to teach trading, but they are yet to be successful in trading. In literally, they are not really trading. They are just basically giving education of how to trade, or basically maybe they are trying to do analysis. But when it comes to themselves, they are yet to really get hold of themselves. Now, the difference between those who are successfully trading, like they are successful in their trading, they are consistently profitable, and those who aren't, is not that this ones has a particular method that this person doesn't have. It's basically these ones have been able to master their emotions in a way that this other set of people have not been able to master this. Because to be very honest with you, I have met and I know a lot of traders who are very, very good in their trading capabilities. They are very good in their trading knowledge. They are very, very good in their trading skills, but they are still yet to succeed in trading. They are still yet to really make money and be consistently profitable. Take note of the word consistently profitable. There are people who are profitable today and tomorrow they are not profitable. They win today, they lose tomorrow. It's like a near success syndrome. They are never really breaking through in the world of trading. And but when you look at, that's why track record is very important, and that's why we always encourage that. If you notice, what I've been doing for a couple of months is the results of those who are in the traders community. So in a private trading group, besides my having access to my daily setups and trade analysis to know what I'm trading regarding cryptos, stocks, currencies, what have you, besides having access to this analysis I do of knowing, you see my portfolio, you see what I'm trading. Like, it's virtually where I really don't do that in public. I really don't show how much I have in my trading accounts, what I'm risking, but those who are in my trading group get to see how much I'm risking per trade sometimes. And doing so now, definitely I'm going to make you understand why I do that, and why I do that for them. And besides that, besides the fact that yes, you get to see these things and they follow my trades, follow my calls, we have the community whereby every person can actually post their trade setups, post their trade alerts, and a lot of people who I've mentored, who are my mentees, are posting their trade alerts. And the good thing about keeping the record is when we go this record at the end of every month, you see that I'm not only the one dropping setups, I'm not the only one dropping signals. These guys are doing the same thing, and there is joint so you see their winning ratio also going up to get to the point of reaching mine as well, which is quite an amazing thing. So most traders do not have a track record. If they are very good in knowing what to do, but that track record is key. Being consistently profitable over time. So if you have about 100 traders in the world, only 10 or 5% or 5 out of the 100 are actually consistently profitable. Now, how can you master your emotions as a trader? The first thing you should understand is your emotions is a part of you. You cannot necessarily control it in the sense of, or should I say master it as literal terms of being dominant, but you can actually channel it. Your emotions is a part of you. You cannot control it, but you can channel it. Emotions is like the water. It's like the water. I know what happens to water. Water cannot literally be controlled, but water can be channeled. Water, there could be, if you keep a barrier for the water, it gets to a particular point whereby if it becomes so big and the water gets in much, it breaks that barrier, and once it breaks that barrier, it starts to overflow. But the best thing that can happen to water is that water can actually be channeled. So your emotions are like water. You cannot necessarily master it, but you can channel it. You can channel the flow of it. So when you understand this, you accept your emotions for who you are, because we have the logical aspect of our brain and the emotional aspect of our brain, or what we also refer to as the rational aspect of our brain and the emotional aspect of our brain. So there are two sides to the brain, the rational aspect and then the emotional aspect. But the thing here is that in the emotional aspect of your brain, it rises and have much more effect. It rises and have much more effect than the other aspect of the brain, which is the rational aspect of the brain. And I think statistics shows that majority of people make use of the emotional aspect of their brain. And once the emotional trigger in your brain, once it clicks, it overrides on the rational thinking. And so this means that your emotion is part of you. So you have to understand and know that you can necessarily do without your emotions. It is already a part of you. What you can do is that you can channel your emotions in the place of trading. Be it you're trading cryptocurrencies, you're trading stocks, you're trading forex, whatever it is. What you do is you learn how to channel your emotions. So what next we're going to show you is knowing how to channel your emotions in a way that it will help you to be consistently profitable as a trader and move from the 90% of losers and get into the 10% of winners in the world of trading. Now, how am I going to do that? The first thing we want to talk about is there are basically 3 foundational pillars of trading success, which I teach in my trading course. I refer to it as the 3 foundational pillars of trading success. Number 1 is the method, number 2 is the mindset, and number 3 is the money management. Number 1 is the method, number 2 is the mindset, number 3 is the money management. So I'm repeating myself for those who are taking notes. Number 1 is the method, number 2 is the mindset, number 3 is money management. Method, mindset, and money management. These are the 3 foundational pillars of trading success. Like everything that is being taught, the millions and thousands and hundreds and thousands of trading courses, coaches, mentors out there, everything they are teaching you hands on these 3 foundational pillars: the mindset, the methodology and the management, which is the money management. The mindset, so you can refer to it, or you can call it the 3 M's of trading. The 3 M's of trading. So we have the mindset, we have the methodology, and then we have the money management. Now let's touch a bit on each of them. Now the methodology is basically a trading method. There's a lot of trading methods out there. There are a lot of trading methods out there that is being taught. There are people who teach the retail concept trading method. There are people who teach the flow whatever trading method. There are people who teach smart money trading method. There are people who teach Ichimoku trading method. There are people who teach MACD trading method. There are people who teach what have you, just you can mention the name. There are so many methods out there, that people are literally teaching. Some teach ICT method, some teach week off method, some teach what they call it again, I'm trying to get the exact name, harmonic pattern method, some teach LFO's method. There are so many methods of trading out there. So methodology in trading is not necessarily a problem in trading, because there are so many methods out there and people learn so much and yet they have so little results. So this section is not about the methodology. And definitely, if you want to know my method of trading, you get my course. I think it's just $100, which you can actually get on the website, and you get access to join the trading community where you have access to course. Now there are 2 courses. There is the courses, and both courses come combined, so you pay for each of them by $100 and both of them. And I think there might be a discount for those who want access to the course as well. You can always reach out to me privately for that. Then there is the money management. The money management has to do with how you manage money, how you risk money, how you manage your risk, and then there's the mindset is the emotions, your thinking pattern. And now this is the thing, you can have the best trading methodology in the world and still fail as a trader. Why? Because you do not have the right mindset. Because your mindset will affect both how you apply the methodology and how you manage your money in the place of trading. And that's why we are dealing with the emotions, because when we talk about the mind, when we talk about the contents of the mind, we are talking about the mind, the emotions, and all these, they flow together. Now we are dealing on the emotions. So basically we're dealing on mindset. So based on mindset, and which we are talking about emotions, there are basically 3 C's. There are 3 C's, what I call them the 3 C's of the mindsets, or the 3 C's of emotional mastery. And this, why I call them the 3 C's, basically because this is what led me to be able to master my emotions in the place of trading. Now, this session is actually going to be very, very brief, because once I'm done with the 3 C's, we are going to be done, and probably we'll talk about the giveaway. But before then, if you have questions regarding your emotions and specific questions in your trading career, and you are streaming, either you are connected on Facebook or YouTube, basically on Twitter, but basically I can see people who are connected more on YouTube here. So definitely, wherever you are connected from, you can just drop your questions on the comment section as well. So if I go through it even while I'm teaching, I could literally answer it, or probably after provide an answer later for that particular question. Now back to what we're saying. So I refer to it as the 3 C's of mindsets. The 3 C's of mindset. I call them the 3 C's because it literally connects with how I am able to master my emotions. It's one thing most people ask me, like, how are you able to get so good at this? What is the secret? How are you able to, I need the kind of mind you have. Now literally I want to show you my mind. I'm able to make multi-million-dollar trade. I'm able to make 6-figure trade. I'm able to make 5-figure trade. I want to literally give you my mind. So if you want my mind, I'm about to give you right now. There are 3 C's of mindset. So the first C of mindset is community. Community is one way you can learn or master how to channel your mindset. There are so many trading communities out there, and the best community you can actually find is a community where you have bold traders who are mastered their emotions or are mastering their emotions, or let's say they have bold emotions. So there was a particular point in time where I was in this particular trading group, which was set up by my mentor, and we paid, I think, about $200 or $500. I can't recall. I think about $500. So we bought a particular system, and which was a trading system which we used to analyze trades, and then everybody who bought that trading system gets added to that particular group. Now, when we got to that group, of course, my mentor is someone who, he always says the thing. He said, small lots don't buy you a Benz. Small lots don't buy Benz. So he always encourages using good lot sizes. He always encourages you taking the biggest risks, but calculated risks taken. Now, we use that system there in the group, and then we share entries. Now, this is the thing. In the community, in that group chat, because of his mentality in trading and his risk appetite, he's like, man, if I lose, I lose. If I perish, I perish. And then he takes this trade and he shares his trades with us, and everybody goes in together. And when we go in together with this trade, if it goes bad, we lose together. If we goes well, we win together, and we get happy at the end of the day. Sometimes losing becomes fun. Not that it is fun to lose, but it's just like exhilarating because you are doing this together as a community. So what was happening, that there was a mental shift that was happening to me. So that community is no longer functional today. We are all disbanded, but literally 70% of us in that community are now literally living in various sectors and trading with bold mindsets right now. Why? Because somebody who is a bold trader created a group of traders, or a community of traders, whereby he was able to transfer that boldness by showing us how he trades. Like, not literally like saying, okay, this is the method I trade, but saying, okay, this is how I'm taking my risks, this is what I'm doing. Like, if it loses, it loses. If it loses, it loses. And that's what it feels like. This is why, like, those who are in the trading community, if you know anybody in the trading community, in my trading community, you can ask them. These people see my trading positions at times. I show them, not always, but sometimes I show them, this is the risk I'm taking, this is how much I'm risking on this particular trade. So when you see that, when these people see that trade, that I'm maybe risking $5,000 or $10,000 on a particular trade, they will be like, what is my $10 compared to this person's amount? So what is happening? I'm literally working on their psychology without them knowing. Now, you don't have to be in my trading community. You can literally watch out for trading communities that are doing this kind of thing, because it is not every community that encourages this kind of things, because 70% of communities are actually confused communities. So you don't want to be in a confused trading community whereby this person is saying this thing, that person is saying that thing, that person is saying they are saying two. You don't want to be in that thing. You want to be in a community whereby they encourage bold risk taking. Bold risk taking. Sometimes you get hurt, but you grow over time. So being in such communities helps you grow. And definitely I was in one, and that's another thing that helped me grow, because when I saw that, oh man, this guy is risking everything he has on his account. Also, because what he does was he was trading on Deriv, and basically we're trading synthetic indices. It was synthetic indices. So what it does is, Deriv has the normal dashboard and has the MT5. So if he wants to risk $200 on a trade, he leaves $200 on his MT5 and withdraws all his money to his dashboard. So he's risking the whole $200 with the max lot sizes on that particular MT5 trade. So if the trade goes against him, he loses everything. So literally, you might just say this person has blown his account, but he has not blown his account, because he has a large amount of money in his dashboard. So he only keeps the amount of money he leaves on his MT5 is the amount he's willing to risk per time. So that is a different way of trading. So people trade in MT5 and be like, okay, there's $1,000 in the MT5, and they're entering a trade with maybe a stop loss of $50 or $100 or $30. But no, he trades differently. He only leaves an amount, and I think most South African traders trade like that. They like only leave amount on their MT5 they are willing to risk. And that is why, You know, most of you guys, like some of you are victims of account managers, people who trade, who decide, who said fund your account, I will trade for you, and then blow your account. Especially, I don't want to mention the country, but we know the country, this country people. These people, they're always like requesting for you to give them your account, and probably they post some whatever demo, they post some demo trade alerts and whatever, and you get so hooked up and excited, and then you give them your account, because definitely they are not taking your money. Your money is in your charge, and they will say they want to trade for you, because then you just give them your login, and what happened is within hours or so they might just blow your account and you've lost all your money. Now it's because of the methodology. That is basically their mindset, is the amount you have on your MT5 is basically meant to be risked for all of them. So, and you don't have that mindset. You don't have that mindset. So making such taking such decisions would be catastrophic for your trading journey, because you will definitely be in losses. So having such community, or being in such community, it is key. So you want to look out for a community that encourages bold risk taking. Bold risk taking. Avoid people that are filled with fear. There are a lot of mentors and coaches that are filled with fear and instill fears on their followers. They instill fear on you rather than boldness. So the fear, it makes you feel like, oh, you can't do this, you don't do this. Now, the thing you should understand is people speak in life based on the level they are in, or they speak based on from their standpoint. Somebody who is at the top speaks from the top. Somebody who is at the middle speaks from the middle. Somebody who is at the bottom place of life speaks from the bottom. Somebody who is not succeeding, or who is not a bold risk taker, speaks from that point. So people speak from their experience. And you want to choose to listen to those who have been able to go through the process of fear into a standpoint and a place of boldness, to create an environment of emotional stability more than those who do not have it. See, a trader can be a very good analyst, very good in analysis, very good in teaching you how to trade, but yet he does not have emotional stability. So he can actually be instilling fear, and therefore he is not a bold risk taker. And that is why you might be good in telling you that, okay, trade this and trade that, but he is not good in making money for himself. And this session is all about helping you, who is a trader, whether you're a trading mentor or a trading coach, or you're just a freelance trader for yourself, a business trader, to get to know by yourself. So having in such communities helps you as well. Number 2 is capital. Understanding your emotional capital. Understand your emotional capital. So the community helped me very well. And the number 2 thing is understanding your emotional capital. What do I mean by emotional capital? Now, everybody has an emotional capital, or like an emotional bank. Just like the capital for your emotional capital is going to like is different from your monetary capital. This is in this aspect is what determines your money management. So your emotional capital is like, there are people who their emotional capital is $100, some is $20, some is $50, some is $5, some is $1,000, some is $5,000. Whenever you use more than your emotional capital, you risk your emotional strength and your emotional life. It's just like you have a capital for business and you lost all your capital for business. What happens? You go back to square one to start all over again. And your emotions is like a personality of its own you want to grow. Like we said, you want to channel it. And so when you start managing your emotions and using or taking trades within your emotional capital, you are trying to channel your emotions. The moment you reach your full emotional capital, what you just did is putting your emotional life or the water of the emotions at risk. In other words, the channel you are trying to create, you are about breaking it. And what happens when you break it? There will be a flood. You are going back to square one all over again. So if your emotional capital is $100 you're willing to lose $100. Don't even risk that $100. I know we are taught that if you're willing to lose $100, risk it. But no, that risking it means you're risking your whole emotional capital. And when you do that, you're starting all over again on the next trade. You need enough emotional capital to continue on the next trade. This is why when you do this, this is what happens to some of us. We risk all our whole emotional capital because we are taught that risk what you can afford to lose, and you decide you can afford to lose $100, and then you risk the whole $100, which is the size of your emotional capital. And when you do that, you lose everything. At the end of the day, even though you be like, you risk what you can afford to lose, but yet you do not have the strength and the capacity to take the next trade. What happened is not necessarily that you have risked the money, but you have risked all your emotional capital. You've exhausted it. So if $100 is all the money you can risk on a particular trade, that means your emotional capital is $100. You should not risk $100. Rather, you should risk $50, keeping another capital for your next trade. Because if you ask yourself the truth, when traders or we are taught that risk what you can afford to lose, let's say, and what you can afford to lose is, let's say, $100, and you decide to risk that $100, and maybe you lose that $100, it's majority of you, it pains you so much, and that you're not even having the joy enough and capacity to take the next trade. So the problem is you just exhausted your emotional capital. It's not even necessarily about the money, but your emotional capital. Because yes, you've risked what you can afford to lose. So the truth is, you shouldn't even risk what you can afford to lose. Risk less than you can afford to lose, because what you can afford to lose is your emotional capital and your emotional size. I believe you're hearing this for the first time. You are hearing this for the first time. I know we are taught in various ways and I know every teaching out there says risk what you can afford to lose. But no, I'm from a different school of thought. I'm teaching from experience, because see, I have risked what I can afford to lose, and it has told on me that I lost the appetite and the willingness to take the next trade. Fear creeps into me. But did I risk what I can afford? Yes. What happened was that my emotional capital was exhausted. And now your when you risk what you can afford to lose, just like when you have a business capital and you scale your business capital over time. And when you scale your business capital over time, just like when you scale your business capital over time, your capital gets big. It increases. That is what happens to your emotional capital. When you risk less than you can afford to lose, and you're expanding your emotion, what happens is that you start having increase, your emotional capital start increasing. In other words, your emotional strength start increasing, and what happens is you start gaining mastery of how to channel your emotional energy. And now there's going to come to a time that you might not necessarily have made big amount of money, but you have generated what we call an emotional strength that can control the world of a great city. The world of a great city, because you see, trading is spiritual. Trading is all about understanding the limits of your personality and how to work within the confines of that limit to expand yourself. Because it's just like when I think the Holy Book, the Bible says something that he that is able to control his spirit is greater than he that is able to control a city. So this means that one of the hardest things for people to do is to control themselves and their spirit. But how can you control yourself and your spirit when you have not understood yourself and your spirit? So trading is something that actually reveals you. If you are an impatient person, trading will reveal your impatience to you. If you're an immature person, trading will reveal your immaturity to you. If you're a very proud person, trading will reveal your pride to you. That's why you see a lot of trading mentors are very, very proud. A lot of trading mentors are very, very immature. You see them cursing and hating. You see a high level of immaturity displayed among majority of trading mentors and coaches. And that's why I'm actually I have less friendship or less friend ties with a lot of trading mentors. So because when I spot those pride, I see that true personality reveal, because trading reveals your personality. So that is why people who I follow as a coach or a mentor, they are all quiet, they are all calm, they are all reserved, and they are all humble. And that is why I am also the same way. And those who are literally being mentored by me, this same thing happens in their life, because it is who I am. They are calm, they are quiet, and they replicate such level of humility, and they are doing so well in their trading journeys as well, and making a lot of money, which I am so proud of my mentees. I'm proud of them. Now, so your emotional capital, that is point number 2. The last point is consistency. The community capital, and then consistency. Consistency. Now, if you do not get the first two correctly, you will be like, I am consistent in learning. I am consistent in trading. I'm consistent in practicing. Why am I not able to master this thing? Why is it telling on me? It's because you are not consistent in using or risking within the confines of your emotional capital, and consistent in being in or learning from an emotionally strong community. In other words, a community whereby they have one voice, one trading voice, and they are bold risk takers. Let me tell you the truth. If you join a trading community whereby they are bold risk takers, and you learn to follow through with using less than you can afford to lose within your emotional strength and capacity, and you're consistent in this within 90 days, believe me, you will become an expert. Not necessarily an expert in maybe your trading methodology, so you become an emotional expert. You would have grown your emotion to a level whereby you can build your trading, because many of you are good in your trading. Sincerely, you're good in your trading careers, you're good in your trading methodology, you know certain things, but this is where you are missing it. This is where you're not consistent in. So but when you get consistent in this, so another part where you get consistent is you get consistent in enjoying the charts. You have to learn to enjoy the charts. Like, watch this thing. So there are times whereby I can sit on the PC and I'm watching a chart for about 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. Like, I think I posted something on my WhatsApp status, was it 2 days ago or so, which was a particular long trade I was waiting on for BTC. And I waited for that long trade for 2 hours. I was just watching the chart form. And when you watch these chart formations, what you're doing is that you're aligning your mindset to know how to read the charts. So you can train your eyes to see and understand this thing, because it's just like when you go to school. When you go to school, you learn in school. When you go to school, you learn in school. And when you learn in school, it takes a couple of years to master a thing. You're trying to understand certain things, but consistency is key. Somebody asked me, well, I discovered you use Wyckoff methodology and Quasimodo. You combine Wyckoff and Quasimodo for your trades on crypto. Definitely, because I blend Wyckoff methodology, Quasimodo, and a little of smart money into my trades on cryptocurrencies. So that's how I basically align. That's how I analyze Bitcoin and get my accurate predictions for both data and everything. I combine Quasimodo, I combine Wyckoff, and I combine SMC. The three of them put together. Now, but the thing here is, he was asking a particular question, and what was the question that was being asked? The question was being asked that, okay, how am I able to do this and do this? It's because I have learned to, this thing has become accustomed to me, but how? To be very honest with you, till today, I can't literally draw the Wyckoff charts. Like, I can draw the Wyckoff chart, but I can't really get the exact point of the Wyckoff chart. So what I do is, I created a paper, I printed out a paper where the Wyckoff pattern is drawn, and then I pasted it on the wall. So anytime I start analyzing, I look at the paper and I start drawing it on the charts. I don't need to stress myself or keep myself. Sometimes you want to try to be like that major person that you can just sleep and you don't need all that stress. What you are here is just to make money. The reason you are trading is because you want to make money. Just find a way to ease it for you. So the consistency is in three things. Number one, be consistent in being a community whereby they are both risk takers, which are trading with one. Number two, be consistent in learning from such community. So number two is be consistent in using within the confines of your emotional capacity. Number three is be consistent in simplifying trading stress. Number three, be consistent in simplifying trading stress. There is so much knowledge out there about trading this, trading that, and all these things return on your brain. Just simplify it. Be consistent in simplifying it, and don't kill yourself over it. So, and that's one of the things mentorship does as well. So when you look, I did the Wyckoff charts, accumulation, schematics, redistribution. I drew it because I don't want to memorize it. Let it be on the paper. So whenever I look at the chart, I look at the paper, I do it, and I get it. I'm good to go. I'm fine. Maybe over time it's going to get stuck in my brain, in my mindset, and I know how to just do that stuff. So, but I don't force myself. Don't force yourself. Be consistent in simplicity. And once you're consistent in simplicity, you definitely gain results. Gain results as well. So I hope this makes so much sense for me. Someone asked, I want to go through our equations briefly. I hope this makes so much sense for you guys. Let me go through our comments. Somebody says, you're making excellent sense. That is so true. No wonder I was losing like a fool. Oh, I have never heard this before. Certainly, for sure. I know there's no person who has taught this in this particular manner. I know that for sure. I know that. I have learned smart money method. I am even scared of trading demo accounts. I have even listened to this, but I still find it hard to keep fear. I just gave you the cure for fear right now. I just gave you the cure. Do you still have a trading committee for forex trading? Basically, if I have a trading for forex committee, basically what we do is, if you have access to my trading courses, there are two courses combined that cuts across both synthetics, indices, and cryptocurrencies and futures and currencies as well. They're all combined. So if you have access to those courses, you'll be given access to my private trading community. In the trading community, I post everything there. I post my currencies trade, I post my stocks trade, I post my futures trade as well. More of cryptos and less of futures and currencies, because I have more, I believe more in cryptos. Cryptos has more potential and more profit managing than forex for me. From currencies, that is a symposium discussion which I'm not here to talk about. But so basically I put more of that, but all of them are posted in that. So if you get the cost is actually combined. The two of them combined is $200, just $100 for each, and definitely $200 you have access to the community for as long as it lasts. So you also have access to my private channel as well, where I post those my setups and what have you. So definitely, I just made it as a way whereby I just post my trade setups, my charts, whereby you can actually just go through my library and benefit from it as well. So we are to pick two winners from how you can access the course. I think you can check through on the website. From the website you can access the course. Or you can send me a message on my Telegram. Let me see if I could type this. Send me a Telegram. Or let me put it this way: contact me. So we want to pick the winners for the giveaway. The winners for the giveaway. You also want to be sure you are actually, you want to be sure you are also talking directly with me. So if you send me a message, request for me to do a voice note or call you, so you don't fall into the hands of scammers. But however, I'm going to lead you to the website or whatever or what have you. So, but now I just pinned this on the chat. But based on what I was saying, now I want to pick the winners for the cash giveaway right now. So I'm going through Twitter, but I want to know if I want to know if the people I am actually referring their names, if they are here. So they just drop a comment. So it's Idome Vicky. If Idome Vicky is here, drop a comment. I want to see your comments. If the Fire Dream, which is Daniel, Daniel, drop a comment. Coin Evangelist, if you're here, drop a comment. If Coin Evangelist is here, drop a comment. The Fire Dream, which is Daniel, drop a comment. If Vicky Idome is here, drop a comment. These three persons should drop a comment. If you're here, just drop a comment. Let me know you are here. Then you will definitely be credited. But if you aren't here, then sorry, I'll have to pick another set of winners. But these are the people who engage and drop the comment on Twitter. And so I'm actually looking from there to pick their names and calling them out to drop a comment on right now live, because you should be live on this session to actually get your reward as well. So much has been said so far, and we are done for today's session. And we'll be having a lot of live sessions, a lot of repeatedly every week, and we'll be covering a lot of topics. So feel free to let me know in the comment section what you want me to cover about, anything that has to do with Web3, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, decentralized finance, trading that is difficult, confusing, and something you're so much interested in knowing about. Drop on the comment section. I will go through every person's comment section and we'll make a live video, a teaching on every single one of them. Sadly, the three persons I mentioned are not here right now on the live session, so that means we'll have to pick probably, let me check for one more name. Ogunsola Oluwatobi. So Ogunsola Oluwatobi, if you're here, you drop a comment. And if you're here, you drop a comment. Let me know you're active, that you're live here, and then you will be credited as well. What about Facebook? Okay, fantastic. On Facebook, all you just do is share the video. Share the video on Facebook. Share the video and drop your account numbers. So if you're on Facebook, share the video and just drop your account numbers. So probably just pick one person from Facebook. Okay, I'm waiting for. I can't see. Let me check on Facebook so I could see your. Okay. So we have Goodness 2036010099. So Goodness Microfinance Bank, Kuda Microfinance Bank. So okay, so Goodness dropped her comment on Facebook, and I'm sending Goodness 6,000. So, and that is all for today. Goodness just commented. That's the first comment I'm seeing on Facebook that just popped up now. And so she gets the 6,000 naira, and she's lucky she took action. Okay, guys, see you same time. If the student be ready, the chief will appear, and I have appeared. It's time to peace and succeed, guys. Like we always say, we are helped of God, we are imparted with knowledge, we are driven by vision, and we are accelerated by grace. Bye for now, fam.